Good morning, students. My name is Zaripova Shakerjan. I'm your English language teacher, and our today's subject is our topic is language learning strategies, and the subject is integrated study skills. Today, I will provide you with handy tips and tricks for your success in order to acquire second language. Let's start. So as you know, in order to be successful in second language acquisition, you should be aware of all skills. So it includes like speaking, listening, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary. Yeah? So I want to start with speaking. Okay, let's start if you are ready. So in order to achieve your goals, in order to achieve your second language in an appropriate way, you should read aloud. So I know that all people who want to acquire a second language try to speak at first, yeah? So speaking is kind of a status for all people, and we will start from this. So read aloud, because think of it as training your mouth to make the new sounds. So despite of making your mouth available, okay, let's say it like available for a new language, it also makes your speaking, makes your speech be better. Because as you speak, your ears hear new language and try to accept it, yeah? And also in class, if your answer doesn't come to mind, so try to use new language to say that you don't know or need help. So you know that many students do the same mistake again and again. They will try to avoid speaking, yeah? Because you know that they are afraid of making mistakes, so that they will never speak in front of class, and they will say, oh my god, no. Everyone starts laughing at me, yeah? And the other things comes to their minds. So that please never do that. If you are going to learn to acquire a new language, you shouldn't be shy, you shouldn't afraid of anything. So only in this case you can achieve your goals. You can achieve your language. And also stay in the mindset of the language, giving your brain time to work in the new language. And in some cases, people start, oh my god, why I cannot learn the language quickly? So you know that the newcomers to a second language, or third, the fourth, yeah, except the first language, they will try to speak, they will try to acquire the language as quick as possible. But you know that it's impossible, maybe. So in 15 days or in a month, you cannot acquire a new language fully. So that be patient and work hard, practice the language, try to use the language, try to think in this language. So only in this case you can acquire. So if you cannot acquire the language in a month, don't be upset. So you have enough time to do the process. Let's continue with listening. So in order to achieve your second language, you should practice listening. So watch videos and listen to music in your new language. Listen to native speakers when you are in a store or restaurant. Try to recognize words, even sounds. Yeah? So it means that if you add to your daily life the part of your new language, only in this case you can be successful. So you cannot achieve anything if you if you proceed watching your videos in your native language, you listen music in your native language, in your first language. Yeah? So in this case you cannot be successful person in any language. So when others in class speak, listen for what they say and mentally build images of their answers in the language itself. So it means that you should visualize, yeah? So imagine that two people are speaking, you are just listening, and you should imagine a picture, you should visualize a picture what about they are speaking, yeah? And in your mind you should try to give answers. So it will be better if you will do it in a loud voice. And make practice with a native speaker and practice. As you know, in our like social networking sites, we have like a lot of chances to find a native speaker and practice them, even to become friends. So that will not be a problem, I guess. So reading, don't read word by word or translate word by word. So it means that when you translate word by word, you cannot like understand anything. So you should understand the context, yeah? You should understand the meaning. And it's okay even if you cannot understand the words. I mean, some words in a paragraph, maybe in a passage, it's a normal thing. Even people in their native language cannot understand all the things fully. So that it's okay not understanding the all words which are given in the passages. So put aside everything and just read even twice. Yeah, it means that if you read once and you cannot understand, try to do it for a second time, for the third time. And it's okay for a new learner to read one text like once, twice, and the third time. So don't look up vocabulary while reading. Try to guess, yeah? Try to use your logic, try to use your guessing abilities, let's call it like guessing abilities, and only in this case like you can understand the words. So read a phrase or sentences as a thought to get its sense or meaning. So if you want to understand the word, you will understand the word, I mean. And if you want to understand the sentence, you will understand it. So that never like pay attention to words. So pay attention to sentences, yeah? And it's okay, like as I mentioned before, it's okay not knowing like 1-2 words in one sentence. Read, sing song, lyrics of the language. Yeah, you can like use lyrics in order to sing in a language. We will continue with writing. So in order to like, so try to write the sentences you have already practiced it orally, yeah? So at first, as I said, you will imagine it. I mean, you will create a sentence in your mind, and after that, you can write it. So then write out the sentences with substitute words. And when you get corrections, rewrite them. Yeah. It means that when you like, so for example, so you wrote a sentence and you didn't like it, and after that you can change it to a new sentence, yeah? So with like corrections. And correct what you got wrong, even repeating in order to embed in it your mind. So it is the same. So you should replace the sentence, I mean wrong sentence, with the right one. Let's continue with vocabulary. So vocabulary is a really, so how can I put it better, is the key point in every language, because the usage of words, so it decides everything, yeah, I think, even in communication. So you should be like aware of using vocabulary, especially using synonyms, yeah. So sometimes in order to boost, we use the words which are not appropriate for the situation, maybe for our speech. So that before using the words, be aware that you can use exactly this word. So speak the list, and if the word has gender or is singular, plural, make sure you use the article. So it means that when you are speaking, pay attention to singular and plural forms of the word, and of course the articles. So as you know, in English language, article like plays an important role, and you cannot use the words without it. Create a visual like treasures. So draw a picture of a new vocabulary word. Okay. So I think that adult learners will not draw a picture. Maybe some of them do, but it is in most cases for young, like for children even, I can say. So for example, I will say, please Diana, can you draw a banana? At first I will write, and she reads the word banana and tries to draw it. Yeah, so in this case it can be useful. Look up new words and their definitions in the dictionary or online. Write out the definition, add one synonym or antonym. So you know that it is the very handy tip, because I use this tip all the time. So I think that I am using it for 15 years, because when I found a new word, so you know that I will be so happy. Oh my god, for today I have found a new word. I will say to myself, I will write it. I will write the definition, I will write the synonym, I will write the antonym. So in most cases I will try to write the synonyms, and of course I will use my own example. Even next day I can forget the word. It's a normal thing, it's a normal case, but I will never forget my own example. So that I prefer to learn new words with my own examples. Grammar. So grammar is the second key point in every language, I think, because grammar shows your intelligence. Yeah? So in grammar you should familiarize yourself. Read a short, clear, easily understandable explanation of a grammar rule. So you should at first read the grammar rule, and you should see how it's used, and you should find some examples of the rule. Check whether you have mastered the examples. So for example, imagine that after practicing the same present simple, so you will find an example. I mean, you will use the examples from the book, and you will try to write your examples. So the next one is use it yourself. So it is the thing which I have right now mentioned. Create your own examples drawn from your daily life. It is very effective way. I really recommend you to write examples from your own life, from your daily life, or in conversations you could have with a friend, classmate, or even a family member. You know that remembering the word precocious was the most difficult for me, and I tried all the time to use the example. I mean, using my niece, adding my niece to this example, and I will never forget the word precocious. Yeah. So as I say, it is really, as it's the word of technology, you should use them, of course. So in order to use it, you may make flashcards. So you can do it in your phone or on a paper, and you can practice new words. Flashcards are really useful for learning new words, yeah, and also grammar rules. Explore using your iPhone or iPad. So at moments when you are bored, look up apps and popular music and videos in the language. So I do believe that in our current life, all people have their electronic gadgets, so that you may use the apps and find the songs, find the videos in your target language. So use the internet. So it means that you should socialize. Yeah, you may socialize in a language, in your target language, and search for websites. So you may play games. Even we have nowadays we have the games where you can communicate with native speakers, and it will hold it holds in real life maybe. So read newspapers, of course, in target language. You should look up your hobby, research for other subjects you are studying, and etc. And also you should watch videos and movies in your new language. So it's really helpful when you watch videos and movies in your target language, and learn the words to popular songs and sing along. Yeah, so you can learn the words and you can sing them So it was the end of our today's lesson, and thank you for being with me. I will wait you next time. Goodbye.